Entering main menu screen Ultimate Team. Quick play pop-up. Entering pop-up. Resume.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, first and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now Tua. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Hill to return it. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Browns will take over, first and 10. Ready to take over again on offense, out comes Cleveland. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Herbert throwing again. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. After the turnover, it's Tua. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
And they're going to speed things up here. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Toward the pylon, caught. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the gun, it's Tua. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That would ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, it
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he will have a Browns 1st down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that.
Enter, quick, pop, restart, quick, and, yes, exit to menu. Entering play now screen. You have 2 options. Custom game is selected. Entering main. Create, edit roster. Entering. Cowboy. Eagles selected. But Brown selected. Eagle. UB selected. Command. Cowboys. And entering. Eagles enter. Add player or. 4. Dolphins select. Player name. Add play. Entering. Entering. FS select. CB. Player name S. Trade. Add player or pick. Charger select. Add player. Entering. Trade. Entering. Screen 10. FS selected. Bengal. Bills selected. Trade. Add player or pick. Entering. Screen 3177 rows 58 columns left. Filter bears. Eagle. FS. CB. Player name. Add play. Entering. Trade. Entering. Also. QB. All selected. Colts select. Player. Really. Enter. Eagles select. Deselected. Enter. Add player or pick. Entering. Enter. Real. Entering. And. Sign free. Entering. Evolve select. Player name. Enter. Entering. Managed. Entering. All selected. Player name Empire. Player name J Bates I. Player name DJ. Player name M. Player name Bisharf. DT selected. Entering. Bang. Bears select. All teams selected. Entering. And. Sign free. And. Evolve entering. Order depth chart. Entering. Depth chart screen. 1 row 57 columns. Left filter Bears. Right filter QB slot. No players. Evolves. AHB. Slot 1. W are selected. FB slot W slot 1 T selected. Slot FB selected. Slot 3. Slot 1. Slot WR deselected. WR slot deselected. RT race DT selected. Slot select race DT select hold ML CB selected. Selected. Slot race slot MLB CB selected. Slot 3. Entering player details screen 4. Darius Slay Jr. You have 6 options. Slot 1. Slot 5. Slot 3. Slot FS selected. Slot 1. Entering SS slot entering CB selected. FS selected. Slot 2. Slot entering SS select slot and slot and slot FS slot SS selected. Slot KR select 3DR SL RLE select RRE RDT slot 1. RL SLWR slot RL slot RDT SUBLB selected. RDT selected. SUBLB selected. Slot SLCB selected. Slot 3 slot 1. UB FB selected. W T select LT selected. LG selected. C RG RT select race DT low hold selected. MLB Roles, CB select, FS, SS select, K select, P select, KR, PR, costs, LS, 3D, P double, SL double, RLE, RRE, RDT, SUB, SLCB selected. Entering, manage roster screen, order depth chart. Creation center and quick play. Quick play pop-up menu. You have 4 options. Play now. Entering play now screen. You have 2 options. Custom game is selected. Cleveland. Away team selection. Carolina Panthers. Philadelphia Eagles selected. Entering advanced settings screen. Index. Defensive play. With 4-3 selected. Entering advanced settings screen. Offensive playbook option is set to click Stefanski. Defensive play. 46 select. No. Entering. Warning pop-up. You are not entering game settings screen. You have 9 options. Game style option is set to simulation is selected. Event type option is set to quick presentation.
Fun times in Cleveland ahead as we join you by the Lakeshore here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cleveland Browns. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 31 yards there and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Herbert. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now it's Herbert. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Justin Herbert, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score from 7, Eagles nothing.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Here now a third down and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. On third down, it's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 37.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side Swift. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 53 yards rushing for him now, just his first 3 carries. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Prescott. This is caught. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Prescott now to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far the lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Prescott. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. They set up the screen to Chubb. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Herbert going out wide, finds Chubb. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A 26-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Herbert off of play action. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Lavonte David in on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. That quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, Our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Prescott on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On second down, Swift. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
2nd and 10.
You have 6 options. Reserve is selected.
Throwing. Prescott. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Score from 17. Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. For the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
1st and goal, Philadelphia. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score from 17, Eagles 14.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, it's Herbert. Right back to Njoku. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 3. Herbert now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is third and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Another try, second and 10 now. Here's Herbert. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
That's good for another Cleveland Browns. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Herbert to throw. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Amari Cooper with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a three-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by a field goal. A little over 80 ticks to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Now Dak. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Prescott. Goes right back to Smith again. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
At the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Dak. This will be caught by Brown. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw, Prescott. He'll get this off to Swift.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
A little over 30 seconds to go. Here's second down. Here's Prescott. Just keeping the play alive.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. Four quarters not enough for all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
Heads. Receive. Defend L.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
3rd and 8 situation, a tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Here's Prescott. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense, and right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Throwing, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
The Browns send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. And out come the Eagles. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
First down, and they go with Swift again. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home's so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.